Thanks, Bryna. Yes, I'm back here studio with two more fabulous guests on my sofa. We've got a bit of a conveyor belt going on today, and it's great. I'm getting to meet all these people, and I'm staying in the comfort of my chair here. So I'm now joined by Nina Livermore, the Operations Director at CF Social Work, and Jake Rush, the Level 3 Business Administrator Apprentice. They always have catchy names, these things, don't they? So CF Social Work is a local employer here in Ipswich. They've been supported by Apprenticeships Suffolk, and we're going to be now talking about the experience. Thank you both for joining me today.
Thank you, Henry.
So, Nina, I'm going to ask first, what is an operations director? What do you get up to?
I bake bread on a Friday. I'm kind of I'm the person who stays home and cooks the stew while everybody else goes out and does things.
Oh, okay.
I keep things safe, and I am I'm the person that people come to if there's an issue.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of do the arranging of things. So it doesn't sound very exciting, but it's a fabulous job.
You've got lots going on.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah. So tell me about CF Social Work. What's it all about?
So CF Social Work is a provider of social care services and education services in Norfolk, Suffolk and Essex. We support children who aren't in school, so we're an alternative education provider. We also supply independent social workers to local authorities. We have 2 children's homes, which we're very excited about.
Oh, wow.
That's quite a new development for us. And we also do community-based assessments and family support work for families where there's concerns about their abilities to look after their children. So we can give a hand there and hopefully, have a positive outcome, or at least an outcome that's best for the child.
So it's quite broad then,
Yeah.
what you're getting up to, and a company as a whole. It's quite broad.
Absolutely.
What made yourselves want to recruit for an apprentice?
So as a young person's service, essentially, in various areas, we're very passionate about creating opportunities for young people. Of course, apprentices now don't have to be young people. It just so happens that our wonderful Jakey is. And the people in our children's homes who are currently doing their vocational qualifications, they're also apprentices. So across the company, we have a number of people who are in apprenticeships. We just feel it's a really good way for people who haven't considered social care before to gain a broader experience, but also a kind of industry-specific qualification like yours, Jake, the Business Support Apprentice.
Yeah. How have you found the experience working with the lovely Sharon, Ellen, and the rest of the Apprenticeship Suffolk team?
Really good. So when we were first looking for an apprentice, I had a meeting with Sharon, and after that, it's just been super smooth. It's the system works really well. Everybody seems to understand exactly what they're doing, and they also understand how an employer. We don't have a lot of time, and so they understand how to maximise the contact we have with them for best possible outcomes. We were presented with this wonderful person, and it's been a really positive experience all round.
That's amazing, dear. I love that. As speaking from an employer's perspective here, what are the skills or the attributes that you're looking for when it comes to an apprentice?
Well, we need somebody who is team orientated. We're a very busy work environment, but teamwork is really important. So we need somebody who could fit in, but somebody who could also work without supervision, because we're not an employer where we're kind of standing over watching people. There's an element of autonomy. There's an element of needing people to just get on and do. Yeah. We need someone who is brave as well, because we do some funny things sometimes, safely.
Yes, yes.
But we do some funny things, and we need someone who's just prepared to give stuff a go. We wanted somebody who who's interested in the line of work that we're in. So that's not for everybody, but has that desire to learn new things. That's so important, because there's tons of training opportunities which you've grabbed, and we want somebody who actually wants to learn new things, because not everybody does. It's not everybody's thing, is it? I
think, and as I've mentioned on the sofa here today multiple times, it's really about the individual. Yeah. And I think that's so important, that you're recruiting a human being. Yes. At the end of the day, and that's what you want, is a human being at the end of the day, and it works both ways in that way, from both the employer and from the apprentice. Definitely,
yeah. We're quite a small team, although we've got an awful lot of people working for us out in the community. Within the office, it's quite a small team, and it was so important. We had somebody who could just kind of arrive and kind of give that impression they've been there forever. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. There's probably a posh word for it. I don't know that. And we just needed somebody to come in and get on, and we were able to source that, which was fab.
Great. Jake, thank you for being patient. Well, me and Nina have a little chat there in front of you. So tell me, I'm going to try and say this smoothly. What do you get up to as a Level 3 Business Administrator Apprentice?
So I just sort of help everybody in the office with various different tasks, whether that be helping the recruitment team, looking through files, things like that, or helping different sort of members of the office with their day-to-day tasks. If I can help them make a spreadsheet, if I can do some printing for them, things like that. So
I think it's great, and again, I focused on this throughout the day today. These aren't just skills for the workplace. A lot of the time, these are life skills that you're taking through with you as well, and they will be with you from life. This training that you've been given, you'll be taking that all the way through with you, and you'll be there thinking, I remember when I learnt that. I remember when I got good at that. Yeah, I can answer that phone, no problem. I learnt how to do that, and that's no problem. And I think having that social environment around you as you're working is so important, to have that network, that supportive network of people that clearly want you working there with them.
Yeah, no, it's great. I love working there.
So how long have you done your apprenticeship for?
So I've been there for just about 8 months now. And I should be heading towards the end of my apprenticeship fairly soon.
What's the end look like? What happens at the end of your apprenticeship?
So at the end, I have a endpoint assessment. So that includes, so basically throughout my apprenticeship, I've been doing lots of different units of work, sort of project management, day-to-day skills, things like that. And at the end, it all sort of comes together. So I have to lead a project within the office. So that could be anything. So most recently, I helped we moved office. It wasn't too far, but it was quite a big task. And I helped organise the layout of our new office, helped sort of organise the transportation of all of our stuff over to the new place. So that was quite good. But the endpoint assessment, you do a project and then an exam, which is sort of like it's multiple choice, and it just asks you about all different topics you've done throughout your apprenticeship.
So I think, again, like you're saying about moving the offices there, that's a life skill. When you're moving house in a few years' time or anything like this, you're the man for the job. You're the man for the job. When I need you sorting out the feng shui of my furniture, when I'm changing the living room round, that's you. What are some of the other skills or life qualities you've sort of taken on as being part of an apprenticeship?
Well, there's all sorts. I mean, this is the first time I've worked in an office environment. Previously, I was working sort of on building sites. And just everything I've done so far has helped me learn this is what I want to do for my future. I'd like to work within more this sector that I've been introduced to, sort of the world of social work and education, things like that. It's something that I'd like to move forward. But I mean, I've done loads of training. I've done my mental health first aid training. I'll soon be doing my icon training, things like this. So it's all stuff I can take forward with me into my future.
Oh, that's amazing. Honestly, thank you both for joining me here today, and thank you for coming to the celebration of today, because this is all about you. You know, maybe don't go out there and say that.
No,
but that's what today is all about. Is celebrating these success stories. It's so great to hear, both from an employer and an apprentice. It's really important to hear from both of you. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.